Hey, everybody.
Hey.
We are here to tell you about how I left Heru, my twin soul, my twin flame.
You're leaving?
A year ago. A year ago, y'all, I was out. We were living in Costa Rica, and I was flying out actually to Singapore and Bali for my first real big girl international trip.
You a big girl now?
I am. I had this dream, y'all. I had my vision board. I just always wanted to just be able to like plan this international trip and go to the country of my dream, which was Bali at that time. So it actually, the way it happened, my girlfriend was celebrating, who lived in Singapore, was celebrating her 60th birthday, which is coming up. Again, this was a year ago. And Heru and I were living in Costa Rica. So I said, oh, this is an opportunity for me to plan to go from international to international, right? I had planned a trip in 2017 to Ghana, but I didn't travel by myself. And I was traveling from the States. I'm going from Chicago to Ghana, and then to London to Ghana, then Ghana to London. So I had kind of done it before, but it wasn't the
learning experience.
Yeah, it wasn't a learning experience
Internationally, not from your, the country of your residence.
Right, exactly.
Right, learning things you have to do in order to enter and leave these different countries.
Absolutely, because I did have to fly into LA from Costa Rica, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So I did have to fly from the States.
Yeah, a little time in LA.
Yeah, I had a little time in LA.
To Tokyo?
I went to Tokyo next, and it was great. Love Asia. And then I ended up in Singapore.
Mm-hmm. Then you left Singapore, you went to Korea?
To Bali.
To Bali?
Yeah.
Then you left Bali, you stopped in Korea?
To Korea.
Korea, okay.
Yeah.
Then back to LA.
And then back to LA.
Yeah, Chicago. Okay.
Yeah, in Chicago. So y'all, I left him, right? Twin flame. First of all, I didn't leave him because I didn't want to be with him anymore. It was just a trip that was planned a year before, in January of 2024, before we even left to move to Costa Rica. And I wanted to support and honor my girlfriend who was turning 60. I wanted to help her out with her party. So I went ahead and left him, right? But the learning experience of it all, first of all, I want to say leaving a beautiful Caribbean country to go to an island that is manufactured was a big adjustment. And when I say that, I'm saying I was able to truly experience the difference between living authentically and living artificially.
Right, because Singapore, 60 years old, right?
Yeah, it had turned 60 last year. So yeah, it was, everything was brought from other countries to this island. The sand came from Malaysia. It just wasn't my thing. They had big buildings like they do in Chicago and New York. They had tons of restaurants and foods that I don't eat, noodles and rice and, seafood. So while I was there to celebrate my girlfriend, I had this spiritual aha moment of, wow, I fulfilled this first leg of the trip, and I don't know what I thought I was gonna feel, but I missed my husband. Now, he wasn't my husband at that time, my now husband. And so while I'm on my trip, I'm calling Heru because I miss him and I want to share my experiences. And Heru, what were you doing in Costa Rica while I was gone?
Man, I get some time alone. I get to go to the beach. I get to eat. I get to do some stuff. And
right.
It started off like, what am I gonna do now? So
right.
When it stocked up on me some groceries and plant-based, so But like I started off just eating a little bit and making salads and smoothies. Like the first or the second day, and after that, it was like I went into a fast. I was like,
Wait, while I was gone,
"Why you were gone?" I'm like,
you weren't out partying, and I.
I would listen to my soul. It's like, "Don't go nowhere." Oh, I gotta stay in the house. It's like I gotta stay in the house. Like I can't eat.
Wow.
So I'm back on fast. And,
Wow. What type of fast did you do?
I juice fast. So basically, I'm plant based, so I just juiced everything I had,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I do. So I coconut ban. I would order like when I drank so many coconuts while in Costa Rica. I was getting about 100 I was doing probably about 15, 20 coconuts a day myself. Right? Yeah.
Now, but why were you fasting? Because you're already.
I'm listening to my soul.
in
Like I'm
shape.
fasting. So like I'm fasting because it's a purification. It's a cleansing. You know, you got like people think that you go on a diet and you take these herbs and you eliminate whatever symptoms you may have, and you okay. But the regenerative process is that whatever you eliminate the symptoms from, is it healed or did you just eliminate the symptoms?
Wow.
So the regenerative process, like letting that organ regenerate and build a new one. So you have to put the right things in you. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I developed another plant-based spiritual practice that assisted me. So like me fasting and implementing that twice a day. Was it twice a day? It was twice a day. And that's a spiritual practice that we kept
Yeah.
a year from now.
Yeah.
And we doing it twice a day. And it's just catapulted our healing
Yes.
and our hearing.
Yeah. Yeah.
know?
Yeah. I love that because while my husband was fasting and being spiritual, I was kicking it, y'all. I was kicking it in Singapore. It was my girlfriend's birthday. So I had to dance off of Michael Jackson and all of that and, enjoyed that part. But when I went back to my hotel room,
Excuse me.
I just felt empty. And
You gave yourself away.
I gave I felt empty. I missed him. And not for the reasons that you all think. This is not Hollywood, okay? Let me just say, he Leo and I'm Aries. We both fire. So it wasn't about the romance and the sex. And it just wasn't about all of that. We were actually abstaining during that time as our union, we'll get into that later, but as our souls were combining and as we were learning how to move according to what our soul was speaking versus what our heads were speaking. So we didn't want any distractions with the physical element because that is so basic and fundamental. Like anybody can do that. Anybody can have sex.
Create these ethereal chords.
Yeah. Our relationship.
Flesh.
Yeah. Our relationship was definitely created at a high level, a spiritual, cosmic level. And so we wanted to maintain the integrity of our relationship. So I'm in Singapore. I'm missing him. After I leave Singapore, I go to Bali, the country of my dreams. Now, mind you, I had this beautiful tiny home. Now, we had separate homes in the same community. Had this beautiful purple tiny home with what I call was my Bali home, which we'll show you pictures later. But where the doors open up and you can just open up your doors and they're wide open and the wind and the breeze and you can hear the Caribbean. So of course I had to go visit Bali only to find out I was on the tourist side. And it was just like a lot of the communities that are all around that are in poverty. And Bali actually was created by tourists. I learned that. I had a great driver and met a few people, but everybody, is in poverty for the most part. So whereas my dollar went far, the energy and the environment of the area I was in. Now, if you go into the mountains, it's a different experience. But I was in the city part, not too far from the airport. So I was able to really kind of experience some of the community. I did go into some other areas of Bali and experience some like the swing, the beautiful swing, those type of things. But for the most part, the people were oppressed. So, and there was a lot of religion, which we won't get into. So, as a result of me not feeling how I thought I would feel in creating this big girl trip, I decided to go on a fast. So, my husband's fasting in Costa Rica, or my twin flame at the time, my soul, my boyfriend at the time. Man friend. When you're over 50, I don't think you should say boyfriend. But anyway, so I went on a fast, and I actually replicated a little bit of the spiritual practice that Heru had created for us. And I went on a water fast. And I just experienced some amazing revelations, which then made me more solid and more secure in moving according to what my soul was speaking versus what I had been programmed to believe.
Or what somebody else gave you.
Or what somebody else gave me. So, went on a water fast. And y'all, my room was beautiful. I had a swimming pool in there in Bali. I had a swimming pool. It was a great environment to fast. I got a massage. Well, we'll talk about that later. So, I get back. I go home. It's time to go home. Back to my twin flame, my twin soul. I go through Korea. Great experience. Met some wonderful people. I love Asia. We definitely will be back in Asia. Got back, and my clean, spiritually high frequency husband sees me and goes,
I was like, we got a lot of work to do.
So he could see. Now in Bali, I only ate one meal, but everything is about rice and starches because I don't eat seafood, which I'm glad I didn't because, a lot of this fish, the salmon, all that have all these parasites. So our detoxing includes removing parasites. So I'm not going to put foods in that has parasites. So it's very challenging to find green leafy foods. And especially, that time of the year in some of these countries. Okay. So I just did a water fast and was on Japan Airlines on the way back. I think. No, I was on Korea Airlines on the way back. Japan Airlines on the way there, which was amazing. My favorite airline by far. I even like Japan Airlines better than Qatar Airlines. I'm just going to say that. But anyway, get back. I get out. My driver gets me out the car. My husband sees me. And he sees all of the, spirits and energies that had attached to me. So guess what? It was February 1st of 2025 because I was gone a couple of weeks. February 1st when I arrived back in Costa Rica. And what do we do, husband?
We fasted.
We fasted.
Well, I was on a fast.
He was
so
on a
I went
fast.
on a longer fast.
Went on a longer fast.
I think I was on 12 days when you got back.
Yeah.
So I went.
Yeah.
Like another 7 more.
Yeah. So we hit our fast together.
We did used our healing modalities, our plant medicines that we use to heal.
To accelerate me removing
all of this stuff.
The waste.
The energies,
Because I'm on a plane, I'm in these different countries, I done got a massage, just all of the stuff that can derail you from fulfilling your soul mission, can derail you.
Because it's not what you see, it's the unseen that is most powerful, because it happens spiritually first, and then it hits your mind, and then the physical follows the suit.
Yeah.
So it's the unseen. You think I'm hugging her,
Mm-hmm.
but it's actually something else going on. You know, if you can get that.
Like black magic?
For who this is for. Not necessarily black magic.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, what movie was that? They showed you like in Fallen
Yeah.
and the Fires.
With Denzel
and the touches.
yeah.
The jumping of these entities and these energies. You know.
Yeah, and you were able to see all of that.
Yeah,
because I have pictures with the people from Bali.
Yeah, she take pictures. I'm like,
he like, those are witches.
I'm like, you're taking pictures with them. I'm like,
yeah. So it was, you know, it's a lot more. We're gonna share. You gotta subscribe to our channel because
it's like the Costa Rica experience, the Panama experience,
the
Egypt experience. Oh my God!
Oh, that's where we got married, in Egypt. Yeah. But yeah, there was so much that we learned, and so you know, the divine intelligence, of course, is to align with your soul, so that you can complete your soul mission here while you're on this planet. And then the divine application is fasting.
Yeah.
You know, people ask all the time, how do I hear my soul? How am I supposed to do that?
The fasting, the sitting with yourself, the listening, the meditation, the raising your frequency. That's a big factor on how I hear. When I hear my frequency go up, the clearer I can hear from the great mothers.
Ooh, the great mothers.
The great mothers.
So
that matrilineal, that matriarchal energy.
Yeah.
That's the most powerful energy.
Yeah. And you know, I know we were going to go more into this on Thursday, but just a little bit so people can know to come back on Thursday. But you know, there are people that go to church all the time, and that's how they connect with.
To who? Or what?
God. What's the difference between your soul and God?
What you make it.
Yeah, and what I learned even going to Bali is it's a bunch of gods. Which God are you connecting to?
This one.
The creator of your soul.
Yeah, the God in me.
God in you.
Yeah.
So sitting in church is not the answer. You may go there for encouragement or motivation.
And you ain't gonna be in church pretty soon anyway.
Well, we're going to talk more about that on Thursday. Don't spill it. But anyway, we just wanted to drop in and say hi and to share a little of our experience and hope that it's encouraging for you to make that decision. Eliminate that stuff that you know. Eliminate those people that you know. Eliminate those places.
Take on your responsibility.
Yeah.
Heal.
Heal. If you're in a toxic workplace, get out.
I know so many people, young adults, that the supervisor talks to them the wrong way. Mm-hmm. Instead of going in the corner crying and complaining about it, they walking about it. They're like, go.
No fears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ain't got no fear. These young ones don't care.
So it starts with you, though.
It starts with you.
Because remember, we create our realities.
Yeah, we create it. We the
so
cast of the crew.
If you're in a toxic workplace or if you're in a toxic home setting, you got to look at the man in the mirror.
Yeah, you created it.
You created it.
Yeah.
So start
anything you don't like, you can change it.
Absolutely. Start with yourself.
Yeah,
start with your temple.
Yeah.
All right. Heru, any last words?
Any last words? Thanks for coming out.
Thank you. Thank you for subscribing.
Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing.
So we can get this information out to the world, to the planet, you all.
So who it's for?
Yeah.
If it's not for you, do like you do.
Yep.
Change the channel.
Change the channel. All right. Well, peace and love to you all.
Peace, love, and light.